Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today, we're going to be playing Doduo in Generation 1. Doduo is going to be a very, very scary run. Unfortunately, unlike most of the runs we've done to this point, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, there were nobody's videos that I could look at to improve this run. As far as I can tell, we are the first ones to do Doduo. Plenty of people have done Dodrio, including myself. And quite frankly, when I played Dodrio, I was probably quite a bit more underleveled than I should have been. And in hindsight, I did make a mistake and I accidentally taught Reflect over Agility for Lorelei. But with Doduo, it is going to be a very hot, far hill to climb. I needed level 74, I think, to win. Looking at the leaderboard, it says 64. Wow, that is really low. Oh, it was D1 that needed 74. I think we're probably gonna have to get close to level 80 if I were to guess to win. So this is gonna be a pretty hard run. Looking at the leaderboard here, there are not very many Pokemon that were close to level 80. Looks like Eevee. Eevee's got slightly better stats than Dodrio, so I bet we could probably win before we get to 80. However, Eevee doesn't have a weakness to ice, and that's gonna be quite the improvement. Eevee's only got a weakness to fighting, and everyone knows that Bruno's bad, so this one's gonna be rough. Especially not looking forward to having to play this twice, but we're gonna do our best. Better go ahead and get started. If anybody wants to put a name in chat. Oh, no. I actually made a post this week. Never mind. I'm gonna have plenty of names. Let me go ahead and take a look at the post. All right, we got 6 names. Not all of them for Doduo, but we got. All right, we got from John Calibro, we got Benedict. From Annie, we've got Twins. From Music Haven. Well, he said something for Spiro. Andrew Palmer, we got 2B or 2Bird. For Speed, we got Duo, and for Stormy Brooks, we got Twin. Okay, so let me go ahead and swap over. Got a lot of 2 related names, which makes perfect sense. Anyways, judging by how I said we're gonna need to be like level 80, the hindsight of knowing I need to be such a high level means that I am going to be doing a lot of training. And if I'm doing a lot of training, that means I can do a lot of early training. And if I can do a lot of early training, that means the rest of the battles actually become trivial. So if you guys thought we were going to have a difficult time with the likes of Koga, like I did, I imagine we're going to be significantly higher level this time, and therefore he will probably not even be even a little bit of a problem. At least that's the goal. Rival 2 should be a lot easier. I'm going to probably hit up every single grass trainer in there. Although it does not appear that we are going to be able to get to Drill Peck in time. I would love to be able to get to 30, to get that Drill Peck as early as humanly possible, but it does not appear that is going to happen. Plus, we don't get Mega Punch, so that means we have to beat Rival 2, and we have to beat Misty. Well, sorry, no, just Rival 2. I think we're going to go ahead and skip Misty and come back with Body Slam. We have to beat Rival 2 with Peck, and that's going to suck. Everyone knows that beating Rival 2 with the likes of a weak move like Peck is not going to be fun. But these are the hands that we were dealt. How much I can do about that. Unfortunately, Dodrio with significantly higher speed and attack stat made things a lot easier to deal with. We got a higher crit rate. We had all the first 3 moves. I looked at Dodrio's moveset. We had Peck, Growl, and Fury Attack all on Dodrio. So we had higher attack. Plus, when you have a move like Fury Attack, that means you're actually going to be able to beat trainers like Rival 2 earlier. It also means you're able to beat Brock earlier. Without Growl and without Fury Attack, Brock is actually going to be significantly harder. It would not shock me if I were to go back and look at my Brock split for Dodrio, and it was probably somewhere in the realm of 6 minutes. Whereas Doduo here, it might be like 15 minutes. Like it's gonna be a big difference, because even with Growl we're able to lower the attack of Geodude, making us take a lot less hits, and then also allowing us to get our crits going. And then same thing with Onyx. Like, all you have to do is use a bunch of Growls, and then all he really has is Bide at that point. And unfortunately, we just don't have those options. In fact, we have the opposite of those options. With one move, Peck, means that if we do make it to Geodude, or if we do make it to Onyx, we don't even have a move to stop Bide. So quite frankly, Brock here is going to be a pain. I don't know what we're going to be able to do for Brock. I know we have beaten Brock with single move Pokemon before in the past. I just don't remember what level it required. I feel like it required the like a really high level, like 17 or something. Like Tangela. I think Tangela had to beat Brock with Constrict, if I recall. Oh no, I think it was Constrict and Bind. Bind at least stopped him from being able to attack us. Yeah, Goldeen probably had to beat Brock with just Peck, if I recall. But Goldeen might have had Supersonic. Yeah, so this might be one of the hardest Pokemon we've had to beat Brock with. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, right. Hold on, I actually need to start the vertical stream. All right, welcome everybody on the vertical stream. If you want to hear the full breakdown of the moveset and stats, make sure to check out the horizontal stream. For now, we are actually going to go ahead and get started with the run. All right. Glad to see everybody was here. I know I've taken a several day hiatus, as been a weird weekend / week for me so far this week. But I'm glad to be back to playing Pokemon. And then tomorrow we're gonna have a nice backport. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was pretty decent. All right, and we're gonna go with Tubi on the second run. This run we're gonna go with Twin/Twins. A lot of people wrote that one, so seems like fine for the first run. Toxicroak, yeah. Okay, well that one will be interesting. All right, let me go ahead and start my timer. Yeah, unfortunately, until level 20, we have no choice of moves. Our moves are Peck, Peck, and more Peck. On the bright side, when we go ahead and train in Viridian Forest, it will be basically one-shot city. I am not predicting that training will be hard, so at least that's nice. For the runs I'm doing in the Dragon Nuzlocke, I have to deal with I have to deal with Dratini, and Dratini only has Bind. And Bind, even at level 17, still takes like 2-3 binds to knock things out. So being able to one-shot things with Peck will definitely speed things up. Rex, I think better than Chansey and Jigglypuff. That is rough to say, because I haven't done Jigglypuff yet, but Jigglypuff is gonna be one of the worst runs you can imagine. And the reason why Jigglypuff is one of the worst runs you can imagine, it starts with Sing, and that is it. So basically, our route is going to consist of us losing to the starting rival, then coming here to the forest, and once we're in the forest, we find ourselves a Metapod, and we basically just knock out, or we just use up all of our Stings on a Metapod, and we're going to have to struggle train until we get Pound. I don't remember what level we get Pound. All I know is we get Pound. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to do worse than Jigglypuff. Chansey, however, Chansey also got early Double Slap. And I know Double Slap's not the best move. But having a multi-turn move for Brock is still pretty decent. Just for the simple fact that you're doing more than 1 damage a turn when he uses one single defense curl. That's going to be our problem here, is every time we use Peck, we're going to do 1 damage as soon as he uses 1 defense curl. Like, no matter how high of a level we get, he only needs to use 1 defense curl, and that is it. Right, Boss KO. Like, Jigglypuff doesn't get Pound until 9. That's so high. So yeah, this run's gonna be better than both of those, but still. And quite frankly, Chansey is they're both on another different level as far as the late game. The late game was probably gonna be a lot better than Doduo here, so you probably are right. They both probably have a harder Brock split, but the end game, at least both of them have Thunderbolt for Lorelei, and we have Body Slam. Another thing that I noticed that both me and D1 did that might have been a mistake, and believe me, this is ridiculous. You're gonna think this is absolutely ludicrous what I'm about to say, and it might be insane, but I think getting rid of Drill Peck is actually the answer for these for both Lance and Lorelei. And the reason why is Drill Peck and Body Slam have the same power. Body Slam has the chance to paralyze. Drill Peck does nothing. So they're basically the same move, but Body Slam has the higher upside. And the only thing that Drill Peck was used for was an Executor matchup, and that's it. And quite frankly, I think Body Slam would be just fine for the Executor matchup. It's not like it's that much of a downside. But what will happen if you get rid of Drill Peck for those battles, you now have the option of having an extra move on your moveset. It's not like having an extra move on your moveset is going to be a big deal, especially since the trainers are still hard. But what having an extra move on your moveset will do is allow me to keep Mimic, which for Lorelei and for Lance, having Mimic is pretty imperative to winning. You basically are going to be mimicking, I believe, Amnesia, and then you're going to be mimicking, what else? Was it Hyper Beam, I think? And then from there, you do your best, but you're still going to take hits. And then if I can manage to get like a third move, so another move would be Agility, so I'm going to have a badge boosting move. And then, but here's the kicker. If I get rid of Drill Peck, I think I can use Rest. And if I use Rest, that means on Lorelei, if I can make it to Slowbro with any level of consistency, then it basically just goes down to one Blizzard Miss. So I'm not taking as much damage from Cloyster, and I'm not taking as much damage from Dugong. So any damage I take from Cloyster and Dugong basically become nothing, and then I resist. Well, not resist, but with Amnesia and agility, I'll take a lot less damage from the ice punch and the, well, quite frankly, I don't think ice punch is ever going to hit me. But if I get hit by a growl on Dugong, then ice punch I can see Jinx surviving and hitting me with ice punch, and then that would mean Lapras would be a 3-shot. So it really goes down to how much special do I think I'll have after knocking out the first 2 Pokemon and using Amnesia. But either way, I think it puts me in the best possible position. Whereas before, with the old Doduo strat, I would just go into both Jinx and Lapras, pray that I just win. And that's not a good strategy. Like I said, if I use 3 PP ups on Body Slam, that will get me up to approximately, I think, 24 Body Slams, which is not great. It is half. I mean, it's not the PP that I want to work with. Drill Peck has got 20, and Body Slam, has got 21, as I mentioned. So I'm going to have half the PP to work with. But I will now have Mimic. So Mimic can get an attacking move. Here's the problem with this Drill Peck thing. I'm not going to have a good move for Agatha. So I'll go from having the easiest Agatha in the world to having a less consistent Agatha. So I'm not a fan of that. But I think if oh crap, I just remembered from a previous run. If I mimic Nightshade, if she uses one single super potion, I can't knock him out, no matter how strong my Pokemon is. Oh, but that level 64, I think, was the happy medium you needed to 2-shot the Haunter. But still, one super potion, I think, screws up that whole entire strat. So I think to offset that, I might have to pick up the PP up in Power Plant. So that way I will have extra PP for Mimic. Plus, I'll have the extra candy. And I think that's going to matter. Anyways, so what do you guys think of this strategy? Do you guys think ditching Drill Peck for rest will work out? I'm going to try 15. I don't think it's going to go well. But I'm going to try 15 just to try. Sorry if I do feel a little bit more monotone than usual. My nose is quite clogged up. I'm not exactly sick, but I'm not exactly breathing through my nose as much as usual either. Unfortunately, there's just not a lot of other strategies to go with. If you guys took a look at the stream starting soon screen, there is not a lot of moves. Just like, it's not like I'm going to be teaching Toxic. I just take too much damage from stuff. Toxic would not be helpful. My original strat of Reflect would be handy, but I don't think it's gonna work for Lance. I would essentially be losing my badge boost, and I would be gaining. Okay, so that's reset right there. I added on the counter. We can get about halfway through Onyx at 15. I don't think that's where I want to be. So I think we're gonna have to try. I'll try 17 and then I'll try 18, but there's a pretty good likelihood we might have to get all the way to Growl. at 20. That might be a while. I'd really hate to have to get to 16 though. Or 20. I remember having to get to 20 for speed drill over 2 years ago. And if I recall, getting to 20 requires like literally like 23 minutes. Speed, I've been napping all week. Like it wasn't just that day. I napped right before this stream. I got home from work. I literally canceled game night with my parents, and I went to sleep from 4 to 9:45 for this stream. Right now, I have got the most awkward sleep schedule, so I needed to make sure that I was available for today's stream since I canceled one already. It kind of worked out. My brother canceled yesterday's game night. Oh boy, this is gonna be one of the big differences between Doduo and Dodrio. It's one of those stupidly small differences that are gonna make such a big impact. Dodrio had Growl and Fury Attack, and it appears that both of those moves, however bad they are on their own, together is enormously different. It is just so different having only Peck, because it makes Onyx just unavoidable in its inevitability. Because no matter how hard you try or how lucky you get on Onyx, he will probably use Bide at some point, and you will probably be hit by Bide. It just sucks. But these are the kind of cool things that you get to see. When you look at the Dodrio video, you just assume Doduo is going to be the same as Dodrio, but you know, slightly slower because of the stats. But the moveset really is the big difference here. Interestingly enough, we're doing 5 damage. 4 damage? Wow. Okay, well, once he used two defense curls, it became down to basically no damage. See, there's early bide. And even if he doesn't use bide, it's not like we're out of the woods. Like, look. If he doesn't use bide, I'm actually going to keep that XP. I don't think anybody is going to fault me for losing to Brock. We'll come back at a high level like next time too. Yes, technically that would have been a game over at Brock, and we would have... I'm just keeping 220 experience from Geodude at the cost of the money. There's a reason why I bought the Pokeballs early. Because I knew you'd probably have to black out a few times on Brock for run 1. But I'm not going to do it over and over again. That would be exploiting the system. Whereas this, I'm getting a benefit from the system, but only a tiny bit. Hey, Dust Yankee. The run, it's slow right now. We are grinding 1 level at a time, and then trying to do Brock again. Okay, hold on. Let me pause here. Oh, cool. You can close the YouTube studio. Well, it's still running. Good. I closed the YouTube windows because they were eating into my frames, I guess you would say. No, my bits. They're eating on my bit rate. Now that I closed those windows, the bit rate went up slightly. And now it dropped like a brick. Okay. Well, something is going on my internet today, so hopefully it doesn't get too choppy for you guys. Yeah, Dusty Yankee. The major difference between Doduo and Dodrio here is the 2 extra moves that Dodrio gets that everybody would just pass. Like, everyone would just not use. And including myself. I personally would just not use them in general. But Fury Attack is actually a really good move for Brock, because Fury Attack allows you to hit multiple times and guarantee yourself more than 1 damage a turn. But also Growl allows the Brock's Onyx battle to turn into basically, are you or are you not going to use Bide? And if you do use Bide, I can use more Growls. Whereas right now I have Peck, and if he uses Bide, no matter how high a level, I'm still going to hurt myself a lot. Like right now, even though I just hit level 18, I could actually lose to Onyx faster than the previous run if he just uses more Bides. And also, I could defeat the Geodude slower if he uses more defense curls. Last time, he only used 2 defense curls. So, there's not a lot I can really do here. If I get to level 20, I will get Growl. And with the addition of Growl, I can essentially not die to Bide, which might end up being the key here. But also, damage rounding threshold might help for Onyx, but looks like I'm gonna knock myself out to Bide. Ooh, actually, hold on a second. 18. We will know this for next time. And the reason why we gained so much HP, even though we have a pretty low HP stat, we were able to tank an entire Bide, which was pretty helpful. Anyways, no point in buying anything here. We're level 18 now. Rival 2 is still going to be not a given. So anytime I have a bug matchup, I am going to knock out all of the Pokemon that I possibly can in the cave. In fact, I'm just going to knock out all Pokemon that don't resist my moves. So today we're not going to be battling the Voltorb trainer because they resist Peck. Even though we're such a high level, I understand that he'd probably still be easy. I think he's just going to be a little bit too time consuming because he's going to be like a 5-shot. The big question here is if we should battle the Raticate trainer or not. They do. Weird. I wonder if it just has to do with the XP group of those Pokemon. If they're just high XP yield Pokemon in general. We do have 35 packs, and I am expecting to one-shot basically everything. Okay. I was gonna itch my eye there. I just assumed I was high enough to battle the trainer. Alright, if we're just learning stuff. At level 20, I think I should knock out this trainer in one hit. I would really hope so. It is not. Okay. That is hard to say if I should consider doing them on the next run. At level 6 Zubat, I should be able to not get one hit. We don't get Fury Attack until 24. So whatever PP I have of Peck here is whatever PP I have. Oh, hello, Paris. Appreciate Appreciate you showing your head early. Okay, could you get in the ball? I'm down to 4. And I literally cannot use Peck. Last ball. Okay. Well, not only did Paris not get in the ball, it also hurt us half our HP and made us waste another potion. So that's not fun. I would love to get to level 23 for the rival. That requires more battling. I also think that money for calcium is going to make a big difference. So I will... Okay, that was a crit. I will try and pick up whatever items I can in the optional rooms that I can. I should have grabbed the HP up now that I think about it. In hindsight, that HP up would have been really helpful. All right, I'm assuming I'm gonna two-shot all the last Pokemon from the traders team, so I have 10 pecks to spare. Or I need 10 pecks for the final 2 trainers. If any of them are a 3-shot, which there is a very... Actually, I'm going to keep 11 pecks. I think there is a chance that Coughing can survive 3 pecks. Also, in that battle with the trainer, with the Coughing, I think I can get hit by a Growl by somebody. No, it's Screech. It's Screech that I can get hit by, not Growl. Okay, I got a crit. The Voltorb, I got the crit, and I think the crit mattered. Actually got quite a few crits on that guy. Alright, it doesn't look like we're gonna get to the level we need. I also forgot to grab the Great Ball there, but that's fine. We were gonna grab Pokeballs anyways. Oh, this is probably where the Blackouts are really gonna bite us in the butt. I got an extra like 500 XP on that oops. I got 500 XP on the Geodude from the failed attempts. Oh well, on the real attempt, the second attempt, we'll have no losses there at Brock all the way up to 18. Okay, come on, get in the ball. Don't be like Paris. Get in the ball. No, please go in the ball. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna knock out the Goldeen trainer to get to 23. There were still an extra rocket in the tunnel that would have gotten me to 23, so I'll make sure to get that rocket next run. Okay, well, we're gonna do our best. Not really sure there's much we can do. We don't even have level 24 yet. 24 would afford me Fury Attack. Not that Fury Attack would be good, per se, but Fury Attack... Hey, Freezetti. Freezetti, I know it's been a long time. I just assume you've been watching the videos after the videos after the fact, because you're still a member of the channel. You are in more than half of the Nuzlocks. You might be in like 3/4 of the Nuzlocks. Just because you've been a member this entire time that I've been doing the Nuzlocks. So you're gonna really like it when I get to the edited Nuzlocks. You're gonna be in like most of them. Oh, hey, RJ Deadpool. How you doing can you do different mods backport? Like, yeah. Speedrunner makes the runs, but essentially a really easy breakdown of how it would kind of work is it like speed adds new Pokemon to the game, but let's just say what let's compare it to what everybody else does. What basically everybody does is they take Mew, which is basically not in the game. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's basically impossible to catch a Mew. No trainer has a Mew. Nobody uses a Mew. Mew is unobtainable in basically every single like possible way. So people take Mew, they change Mew's name, they change all instances of Mew to whatever Pokemon that you are backporting, and then they change the move set from Mew, they change the TM set from Mew, and that's basically it. It really is that simple. Thank you for re-upping your membership, Frizetti. Appreciate it very much. All right, I will try my hand at Misty, but I think we're going to need Body Slam to win. Okay, well, level 25 is all I really cared about. Now, the question is, should I use Fury Attack on Starmie or not? She's definitely going to use water moves, so Growl is not going to be part of the equation here. Well, I should say she's equally likely to use every move. Alright, so we'll go ahead and Peck Staryu, and we'll Fury Attack Starmie. That did a lot of damage. Okay, hold on. How much damage does Peck do? About a third? That is more than I expected. Wow. Okay, so our training for Brock, and then just doing trainers in Mount Moon allowed us to get past the battle that I really did not expect to win. Deadpool, Speed is capable, I think, of doing Gen 1, 2, and 3. You would have to ask Speed if he's capable of doing Gen 4 or not. I don't know how many people have done backports in Gen 4. The other thing about Gen 4 is Gen 4 has a lot of Pokemon already. So it's not like people need to backport because it has so many Pokemon in it already. Okay, so it sounds like Gen 4 is being worked on, but is not done yet. All right, so let's see. Cell Antidote 34, TMO 1, 4 balls, Nugget 11. All right, Fire normal 5 repels. We'll want to make sure to get rest because rest is part of our final strategy. I still have the Death Ether on me even though I don't need it. Should not have grabbed the Death Ether. I, for some reason, thought I might need it because the sand attacking lasts, but the simple fact here is that Peck is so much PP that running out of PP on the sand attacking last is probably never going to happen. Yeah, I'll just have to discard the Death Ether. There we go. All right. Okay. Still need to grab that rare candy. Oh, want to teach Body Slam first? 127 power move is going to be such an incredible upgrade over what we've currently been using. I bet you we could even survive at this level. We could easily survive a Thunder Shock from Surge. If we can survive a Thunderbolt, I'm not so sure. But a Thunder Shock, easily. So, 2 of the 3 outcomes for Surge, Thunder Shock, X Speed, and Thunderbolt, we've got covered. Speed. This bird can do so much with its body. It can fly. This bird is capable of mind-bending powers. This bird is capable of flight, just like a flamingo. Haven't you heard flamingos can fly? At least in the Pokemon universe, flamingos can fly. I know it's not based on a flamingo, and there is an actual Pokemon in one of the games that is basically a flamingo, but flamingos are relatively flightless birds, and clearly Doduo here is like basically a flamingo. Wow, just one-shot sweep. Yep. That is just the difference of how much of a power upgrade Body Slam is. Now, we do still have the Exploding Hiker coming up. So, not much I can do about that other than just growl and pray. I understand that I did grab Rest, but Rest is not going to be part of our strategy until we teach over Drill Peck. So, we are not going to be teaching Rest ASAP. Unless we want to get rid of Drill Peck, and we probably never want to get rid of Drill Peck. Oh, right, Speed. I don't think you were there when I came up with my my new Lorelei strategy. So, the strategy is to get rid of Drill Peck for the Elite Four and teach Rest. So I'm only gonna have 21 Body Slams, but that sounds bad, but I am also going to be able to have Mimic for attacking PP in a lot of cases. Wait, okay, I just saw Annie say something about, all right, hold on. I'll get to Annie's comment in just a second, as soon as I get to a stopping point. Well, a battle point. Because whatever she just said was ludicrous from the first line. Drill Peck is like better Body Slam because despite lacking the para chance, an extra 5 base power is like having 5 extra PP and can hit super effectively. I want you to reread what you just said. Also, look at the overlay for the power difference. I want you to reread the part where you said it's better than the para chance. This Pokemon's going to be relying on misses and para chance. You are basically saying trading fully paralyzed is worth 7 power. 7. No, that's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. I'm sorry, Annie. You should remove that comment. It's not going to age well. I'm going to go ahead and save here. Oh, I should have healed. That was stupid. Literally, my strategy is to get hit by self-destruct and lower the amount of damage I'm going to take from self-destruct. Okay, well, I have to actually beat the Graveler. Wow, that did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Okay, beating the Graveler was not hard. Maybe instead of using Growl on the next try, I actually just attack it. Oh, Annie, you be a good sport. That, I mean, you 7 power. 7. Annie, come on. It's 7 power. Just know when to hold him and know when to fold him, Annie. Okay. I say stupid things all the time. All the time. One of the notable qualities of a good person is knowing to admit when they're wrong. One of the qualities that our previous our overlay developer was not capable of doing, was not capable of being wrong at all. Nothing was wrong with the overlay ever. It was always user error. Okay, let's see. 8 super repels. We absolutely want mimic. Oops, should buy 2. All right, we don't need ice beam or tri attack. Calcium or aurora beams in the future. Well, aurora beam and aurora beam, yeah. I was thinking clamp for a second, but no, she would never use clamp. Actually, this is the one case where I actually think I could beat. I can beat Erica real early. Didn't even save. That's how confident I was. There might be a chance that Annie may have left. I could see how I could have been nicer. I'll need to work on that. Oh god. Look at the overlay. Body slam is actually the stronger move. Aren't they both 85? Is Drill Peck regular 80? Oh my god, Drill Peck is regular 80. Oh, then Annie was just wrong. Body Slam was also just straight up stronger too. It's got 7 more power and the paralyzed chance. Yeah, okay. It's okay. I in hindsight, it was pretty mean. Hopefully, Annie's not the person that holds a grudge. You know, people make fun of me all the time. It's all good. I let it go. I forgive in a lot of cases. Yes. Outside of PP, correct. Now, here's the thing. The idea of getting rid of it in the league is pretty ludicrous. It is going to be making a one-shot sweep of Agatha turn into a very difficult well, I shouldn't say difficult, because I'm still going to outspeed. Outspeeding is the key to Agatha. But I'm going to have to basically copy Nightshade and 3-shot all of them with Nightshade. Oh, it's got a Gen 1 miss there on Drill Peck. That was interesting. But I think the ability to use rest on those two very difficult battles is going to make up the difference. Right, Boss KO. But I think being able to use rest in like, let's say for instance on the second Dragonair on Lance's team, and to use rest on the Slowbro on Lorelei's team will make a really big difference. Whereas Drill Peck doesn't really do much other than just hit ghosts. Cody, how does anything hit a ghost, really? For anybody who's not aware, I will be grabbing 4 PP ups this run. For the same reasons we were discussing. Since I'm getting rid of Drill Peck for the league, I need 21 PP of Body Slam for some of those more difficult battles. The difficult battles being, ironically, Bruno. Although when I get to Hitmonchan, I will be able to mimic Ice Punch. So it's just the first Onyx, and then the Champions Rhydon are Pokemon that I'm gonna have to knock out with Body Slam. So I need PP for those. So I got a 3 PP up Body Slam. Okay, well I didn't need that Carbos, but that's okay. And then I also need 1 more PP up, because if anybody has watched one of my runs in the past, if you have to use Mimic on Agatha and defeat her with Nightshade, you will 100% run out of PP with the 10 PP of Mimic. You need at least 13 PP. You can beat her. You absolutely can beat her. It is not impossible. But if she uses 1 super potion, just 1 super potion, you will run out of PP. So, the power plant is where we're going to be grabbing that last PP up. There's one somewhere east of like that's what's it? I can't remember where it is, but it's on the right side near the super rod is another PP up. But I unfortunately don't have it memorized where it is. All right, I gotta remember that this is not Doduo. I absolutely need to train this run. So we will, even though we're crushing things right now, we're absolutely destroying them. We need to train. And it's not going to get harder at all. This is all for Lorelei. We know that Lorelei is going to be hard. We already know this. Lorelei is going to be so hard beyond belief, but it's actually going to be a cakewalk all the way up to Lorelei. So this training looks like it's going to be for nothing. But trust me, it is not for nothing. But it's definitely going to look like it's for nothing. Hey, Andrew, welcome to the stream. Oh, that Kadabra at 85 speed. I think we'll still be fast at Hypno, though. Yeah, way faster than Hypno. That was Confusion. We would have gotten knocked out by Psychic for sure. That was a crit, but still, critical hit Confusion's probably like 100 power. Psychic was like 135. Sorry, 150 versus 135, because Well, it's not exactly double. It's not a perfect science. Okay, this is getting annoying. Vertical's like 20 minutes behind. Okay, Andrew, I think I'm starting to figure out why vertical gets behind. So this run has been one of the runs where I've been losing a lot of bits. I think you just like kind of how you want 30 frames per second in general, like at a very minimum 30 frames per second. If I get under 3000 bits, I think I lose time. And I think that's taking it out of the vertical stream. So the fact that you're saying it's 20 minutes behind already leads me to believe that this is the way it's working. Darn it. I wonder if I should have considered just graveling the wheezing. I mean, 3-shotting the wheezing seems unlikely. Hard to say. I'm gonna try growling since I'm not poisoned this time. Okay, sludge is scary. Okay, so you're just never gonna self-destruct then, huh? Okay. Thanks, Koga. You played like an actual like good trainer that time. All right, body slamming is the only way to go. Rex Raptor, the reason why seismic toss can hit ghosts is because obviously ghosts don't like being like body slammed to the ground, you know, from like 100 feet in the air. Clearly, they may be able to like resist being touched, but they cannot resist gravity or the earth. Think about it. All right, what if the ghost can go through the earth? If the ghost can go through the earth, then it would be scared of nothing. So what's the only thing that can hurt the ghost is the ground. So if you seismic toss the ghost to the ground, then this is one of the very few exceptions to being able to hit a ghost. I'm just trying to make it make sense. Well, even if they can't be touched, they can be pushed. These aren't good explanations. They're just explanations. All right, actually, I think we probably should have done Rival 5 before Koga. Judging by the 6 resets. We'll see. I picked the Blastoise team because of the Blizzard on the champion. There's a very real chance that we can easily lose to the Blizzard. It's hard to say if I'll be able to one-shot Blastoise or not, but it might have been the wrong choice to pick Blastoise if I do one-shot it with Body Slam. Wow. So not using Drill Peck there was relevant. Interesting. All right, 7 for calcium. I know this guy's got the self-destructing team, so we'll go ahead and save in front of him. Hey, you know, boss, I feel like I'm the guy coming up with the reasons to make it work. Sometimes it's not easy being the idea guy. Sometimes you're very, very wrong. All I'm saying is we don't know how ghosts work, and maybe they can be pushed. RJ Deadpool, if you join the Discord for Scott's Thoughts, he has a video explaining how to do it. I think he does. He used to. I don't know if he took it down or not, but I'm pretty sure he did. He had one at some point. Either way, if you do join that Discord, somebody would be willing to help you for sure. Oh, whoops, what am I doing? Obviously I want to train more. All right, to the 9th floor. Okay. True. We're gonna trust an entirely different franchise for rules of ghosts. Nothing's off the table. It kind of feels nice and stupid at the very same time when you're doing all of this training and you know that you one-shot everything currently, and you're like, okay, well, this training feels like it's worthless until you know it's not. I'm sure everybody's thinking you're one-shotting everything, but you do got to remember that Koga battle. That Koga battle is a little bit rough. If I had done all this training before Koga, he might have at least at the very... Oh, see, look, if I had done all this training before Koga, I would have had agility for Koga, and I might have been able to set up a little bit. So that way, Weezing could have been a 2-shot instead of a 3-shot. Although, to be fair, I think just being a higher level would have resulted in Weezing being a 2-shot instead of a 3-shot, and the agility probably would have not have mattered. True, Dus. True. There are a lot of places we can train before Koga. Like, we could also do Sylph before Koga if we really want. I don't know why I just used Drill Peck there twice on a trainer that resists it, but I guess this is why we go to the 9th floor. For some reason, I'm like trying to waste off my Drill Peck so I can use my body slams, but it really should be the other way around. I should use my body slams to waste off my Drill Pecks. Should really be using Drill Peck on anything that doesn't resist it, aka the electric types. Don't use it on them. I don't remember what this guy has. 1 Hypno, not bad. Not as good as the Koga Gym Hypno though. All right, so that was floor 2, floor 3, floor 4. I think is the next one we want to go to. Okay, well, this isn't the greatest trainer, but I think the reason why is because there's a scientist right here. All right, floor 5 we've basically already done. Okay, so this trainer's also bad. So it's really just the one trainer. So really, floor 4 is kind of one of those avoid floors then. So 2, 3, 5. Find out if 6. 6 is any good. Okay, Mach Chop, Mach Choke. Not bad. It's not good, but not bad either. I think with quite a bit of training post Brock till the Elite Four can be pretty smooth. Oh yeah, yeah. This is gonna be one of the smoothest runs you've ever seen. Doduo was able to basically one-shot its way through the entire game all the way up to Lorelei, and Doduo really shouldn't be any different, especially with the extra levels. So floor 6 is meh. Not good, not bad. Probably one of those floors you can avoid if possible. Floor 7, as speed is brought up, this guy right here is actually very good. He's got 3 fully evolved Pokemon. I want to avoid Cubone guy. Then we got self-destructing guy. What is this guy got? Sandshrew, Sandslash, 93 base XP, 163 base XP. Okay, so that's not bad. All right. Seven's pretty good. 8, interesting. I'm not sure how to feel about this trainer. See that Golbat base XP of 170, whatever. So Zubat's one of the worst Pokemon you can face. Golbat's one of the better Pokemon you can face. That's crazy. See, look at this, 171 base XP. It's crazy. Coughing's go 114. Coughing is like right up there with like well, not exactly up there, but it's kind of up there with Ponyta. Interesting. Never really thought about that. Okay, this is 9. There's only 2 guys over here. Actually, I forget if there's a guy in the bottom right or not. I should remember that guy sucks. Okay, so, yep. And then the trainer over here is non-existent. The reason why that trainer is non-existent is because they're terrible. They're like the Rattata trainer. You know, the one that is famous for being worse than wild Pokemon training. All right, so we're at 48 now instead of 40. I think that'll make a pretty big difference here. Okay. Growlithe would actually be interesting. I can set up my agilities. We just leveled up, so the agilities will stay too. Okay, well that was a crit, so not really sure how good that matchup against the Blastoise is. It always makes me feel good when I can knock out Pokemon like Marowak and Cubone in one hit. They're not rock type, so they actually don't resist our moves, but it feels like they resist our moves. So there's actually no move to learn from here on out to the end of the game. So I'm actually going to go get Mimic now. I can also probably beat Sabrina, no problem, right now. It's interesting. You're able to see the item exchange firsthand. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Mimic went into my inventory. It stayed in my inventory for quite a while. And then it left my inventory. And that tracks because that seems to be the case every time I have 20 items going into her building. So this is basically our moveset all the way up to Lorelei. After Lorelei, we will be adding Rest over Drill Peck, and I will make sure to get the PP up in Power Plant for 1 PP up of Mimic. And if it looks like Lorelei ends up becoming easy, just remember that wasn't because of being over leveled. That would be because of superior planning skills. I think the whole using Rest on Slowbro is gonna make all the difference in the world. What am I doing? Oh, right. Okay. I've got Lapras. Where's 3? 3. Where's 3? Did I not pick up 3? No, I definitely picked up 3. There's no way I didn't pick up 3. It's like the first thing I do. What? Am I crazy right now? I do still have 1 repel. I just gave the guy the gold teeth. Of course I did this. Maybe my inventory was full. That's the only explanation. My inventory must have been full. I don't see how my inventory is full, but sure. Hey, John. Maybe I dug out early? Interesting. Whatever I did something wrong here. Did I push the boulder? I honestly don't remember. I did not. Okay. I was so concerned about the whole not having surf thing that I completely went off the beaten path. Thanks, John. All right, make sure to grab the calcium. Oh, we can't afford a calcium. Okay, well that sucks. Should have looked down. We'll take iron because that matters for Lance. All right, no need for solar beam. All right, I know I said we plan on doing training, but Blaine's training is not really training at all. Some of the worst training. One of these days I'll figure out how the training in Blaine's gym compares to the training in Sabrina's gym. But I feel like with the amount of the amount of Slowbros and Haunters. Oh, wrong. Okay, well that was on me. With the amount of Slowbros and Haunters, the training in Sabrina's gym has got to be better than here. And then I think none of the trainers really compare to the training in Giovanni's gym. Giovanni's gym is actually very good. A lot of high XP field targets in that gym. All right, so this is gonna be the hard battle. Wow, air quotes hard. I don't really have anything for the rock matchup, but then again, neither does Giovanni for us. The worst thing that Sand Slash could have done would actually be Sand Attack. So we're cool with that result actually. All right, we'll use a max potion after the next trainer because the next trainer is the one with the Rhyhorn. We're not going to take a lot of damage, but I knew we were going to take some damage. And we're holding onto these max potions anyways. I don't know what my cat is staring at, but it's concerning me. The cat only stares at something when it wants to knock it over. Alright, at level 54, assuming we get a level on Giovanni and a level we get on, okay, level 55. A level on the rival and a level on Giovanni, that's 57. We've got 10 candies, although we're about to have 11. So that's 13 levels from here. That would bring us to 68 for Lorelei. I don't know why I just healed. I can only hope that's enough. I guess we're still picking up one more candy in the power plant. So that would be 69. All right. We'll set up there. Nice crit. Nice crit. I don't think the crits mattered, but we'll see. Okay, so that's one level as expected. All right, I do not want to use my rare candies before the rival. If it's up to me, I'd rather do the training in the Victory Road at a lower level to possibly get 2 levels instead of 1. Or sorry, to possibly 3 levels instead of 2. Of course, we're gonna get 1 level. That's like a given. All right, agility, agility, agility. Okay, tail whip. I mean, I guess that's fine. All right. This has Hydro Pump. Yep. Lowered its head. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, it works. I might have picked a bad rival. Although, on the surface, it looks like a hard rival, but if it makes anybody feel any better, we did have the full agility setup there, and we did not one-shot the Blastoise, which means in the final battle with the champion, that Blastoise can live the battle with us. So that might still be the right call I made with the rival, with the Blastoise team, but it's certainly hard to say. I've done enough being in here that I kind of know how to get to the right side a lot easier. Okay, I did not know about that HP up, but the other items over here. Okay, that goes on Mimic. Now I can dig out. All right. Do we have anything left? No, we've already done Mimic. We could use a heal. We've got a max potion and a full restore, so I don't need healing items for the trainers. Oh, right. I just used the rest of my super repels. On the next run, I'll make sure to grab some more. $91 grand leads me to believe that maybe, just maybe, I should consider going on a second vitamin run earlier in the run. We can only take 1 iron now, but because of how much training is done in this run, we accumulate so much money, but we also accumulate the vitamin buildup quicker. So we also have to spend the money sooner. This is one of those runs where you could easily go through the vitamins quickly. Or, sorry, easily need the vitamins, because the difference between getting 1 shot by Lorelei, or not 1 shot, but getting 2 shot by Lorelei and defeating her literally could be vitamin slim margins. How dare you live? How dare you quick attack me? All right. What I'm really looking forward, though, I'm really trying to get to level 70, at least level 70. I have 12 candies currently. Here's the kicker, though. When you're as high of a level as we currently are, you will stop leveling up on each gym Elite 4 member. So getting to Lance, if we start at level 70, we will not level up on Lorelei. Then we'll level up on Bruno, we'll level up on Agatha, and then not level up until the very beginning of Lance. So if there's anything I really want to do, I actually want to be like 70 and a half, which unfortunately is not something you can do when you're using rare candies. So I actually need to be 71 going into Lorelei to at least be that, you know, that 74 for Lance. So we need to be 1 more level. Perfect. I'm debating on getting another level, so that way I can actually hold on to one of my candies for the Lance of the Champion, for agility badge boosting reasons. Okay, so that was kind of like a sneak peek on what one Aurora Beam will do, but that Aurora Beam is a lot lower level than like 5 or 6 levels lower than Lorelei's. You got 5,000 XP? Great. Okay, perfect. Now we can hold on to one of our candies just in case. I don't know what that just in case is for, but I believe what's going to end up happening here is after each Elite Four member, we're going to be like a sliver away from leveling up. So setting up on the first Pokemon is just not an option on any of them. But I don't really think we want to set up on the Gyarados. So that might be a mistake. We'll see. Okay. So let's go ahead and teach Rest. Where's 44? There it is. Over. Drill Peck. Save. Oh, hold on. Rare candies first. Then save. So 71. Now we save. Why Drill Peck instead of Body Slam? Because of the paralysis chance and higher power. Also, why not? Why would I get rid of Body Slam? What's so good about Drill Peck? Also, did you just see that I knocked out that Slowbro? Or that Cloyster? That was... Yeah, John, but we can just mimic Nightshade on Agatha. Yeah, we're gonna make Agatha harder, but we're gonna make Lorelei and we're gonna make Lorelei just that much easier. Yeah, I understand. I understand. Oh god, my power. No amount of badge boost is gonna fix 3 growls. Okay, so next time we are not going to use the agility setup. Okay, well, she got a crit anyways. Still, I think the decision is sound because of how quickly we can defeat Cloyster. All right, Mimic. Amnesia. Okay, stop growling me, please. Rest. Alright, anything but growl. Thank you for the miss. Perfect. Uh-huh. Of course you got a crit. Of course. That was it right there. That was the win. John, sometimes it's not as simple as this move can hit Ghost. You gotta think of the other matchups. And the other matchups are Lorelei and Lance. Lorelei and Lance are like impossible for like birds. Like it's just so hard to beat Lorelei and Lance. That yes, I'm trading a very easy matchup with what's her name? With Agatha, but I can beat her with Nightshade. All right. That was oh, okay. We're the one to get the crit. Nice. I completely forgot that was an option. Okay. Okay. So we have to beat the first Onyx legit. And then the when we get to the Hitmonchan, we grab Ice Punch. We're going to use Ice Punch on Hitmonchan even though it's not better than Body Slam. Just because if we don't one-shot Hitmonchan, and let's be honest, we're going to one-shot Hitmonchan. I'm not going to get killed because Bruno uses counter. It's happened before. I don't know what could possibly turn that into a problem, but better safe than sorry. All right. Like I said, Agatha will go from extraordinarily easy to a bit more of a pain. Wow, it never dawned on me that our high level would allow us to two-shot Gengar with Nightshade. A bit nuts. Okay. Those 2 acid crits, that was unlucky. Oh, we have a defense drop now. Interesting. Okay, so we can survive Nightshade. Perfect. See, first try still. But more importantly, we now have rest for Lance. All right, we want to set up on the second Dragonair. Nice, we 2-shot Gyarados. That's great. Sweet. All right. We need to mimic Hyper Beam. All right, I need to badge boost myself a bit here. Fine, Slam. That's fine. Dragon Rage. That's fine. Now we're gonna rest up. Hyper Beam is fine. We've increased our defense a little bit, so that's good. I believe the first Dragonair. All right, so let's Body Slam you first. Then Hyper Beam. Let's Body Slam you first. Then Hyper Beam. Perfect. I'm not sure if Hyper Beam would knock them out, but I'm not taking that risk. I might take it on the risk on the second run, though. So for anybody who doesn't know, that battle with Lance is supposed to be really, really hard. And we just made him easy. We just made him look like a joke. Okay, Body Slam. Fine, Body Slam. Body Slam. I don't actually know what's hard about this battle other than just the Blastoise. Alright. Agility. 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 Thank you for the Leer. I appreciate it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Dang it. Ah, the agilities. They worked. 124-13. Honestly, I did not think we were going to beat Eevee. But I did it. Not too shabby. I'll double check though once we hit the record books here. All right, 523, 124. It's a 124 puts us at Goldeen. Okay, we could definitely do better than Goldeen. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we probably did not need to be 71 for Lorelei. I think my superior strat will allow us to beat Lorelei at a lower level than what it than the Dodrio runs that I and D1 had made. So there is a pretty good possibility that I can actually just go ahead and beat Lorelei with the same strategy, but maybe at like level 68 instead of 71. So that way I can skip some of the training. Now the question is, where do I skip some of the training? That's a hard question. You also got to remember that Goldeen, I believe, had Supersonic, and Supersonic is actually a pretty good move against Brock because you whenever Brock hits himself, the bide goes away, and then also on Geodude, just him hitting himself is pretty beneficial in general. So we have such a hard Brock that it does not shock me that we're tied here with Goldeen, but I think on the second run I can cut some levels. It did not seem like it felt like I leveled up past my problems for both Lorelei and Lance, but I think just having rest in general just made things infinitely easier. Instead of having to go through Lorelei with one health bar, I could go through Lorelei with like multiple health bars. You know, same thing there with Agatha. Even though using rest on Arbok wasn't the greatest because of the defense drop, we might not always have the defense drop on the second run. So I think rest was really helpful, and then I needed every single other move. Even though agility didn't seem like it was super helpful, it definitely helped for that surviving a blizzard from the Blastoise. So that was good. I did not expect to survive the blizzard, which is another reason why maybe being that high level might have mattered, was because of the Blastoise. But I think we can for the sake of time try and get to a little bit lower level. I think if there's anything I can cut, it's probably some of the trainers in Sylph. But anyways, I'm gonna hit the restroom before we start the next run. All right. John, I understand that you wanted us to get rid of Body Slam, but why? Like, give us an actual reason why. If Drill Peck had like a flinch chance, sure, but Drill Peck has lower power than Body Slam. Now, of course, I know you brought up the reason for Agatha, but you can see Agatha is still winnable without Drill Peck. Meanwhile, the paralyze is very relevant in a lot of cases. Some may even say crucial. Also, not that it matters, but no, I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say it could be resisted, but no, only Onyx resists it, and Onyx already resists Body Slam. Okay, let's go ahead and start the second one. All right, let's see. We got Andrew Palmer's name of 2B or 2Bird. Slightly shorter name. I like that. That's why I saved it for the second run. Let's see. We need to get to 18 for Brock this time. It's still not a given, but at 18, with the increased damage from the damage rounding, plus the increased HP of being able to now tank a Abide, it is possible to get past Brock with some good luck. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, if I could paralyze Lance, that'd be incredibly helpful. Okay. Oops. Picked up the Squirtle. Oh. You think it would be easier to pick the Doduo because it's in the Charmander spot, but sometimes I just second out myself and I just check the second spot because in I think Gen 2 our runs we generally put it in the second spot, and then in Gen 3 or sorry in Gen 1 we usually put it in the third slot. So I'm just so accustomed to not picking the first slot and just guessing spot 2 and got spot 3. Oh right, there are no numbers. I keep forgetting that. All right, well, we're gonna do our best here at the beginning. Unfortunately, all we have is Peck. Not the greatest move set, but it'll have to do. Kind of reminds me, I played Magmar recently, with the Fire Nuzlocke, and only having Ember, not the best, unfortunately. It works out for Brock, but still not the greatest. I have not actually done any fire runs lately. I just did. Did you just say animation? Oh, okay. Okay, thanks, boss. I miss the days my overlay used to set that for me. We haven't had it stop setting it because of the Gen 2 runs. I can't remember why. I think it was because instant text is the right option, which is the slow option. And defaulting it to fast. Then again, I think we made all of the options instant, so I guess that really wouldn't matter. I mean, I guess it matters too because the Nuzlocke one, we want the animations on. So having my overlay automatically turn animations off is probably not helpful. Oh, it just dawned on me that our name is the that channel on smart TVs that gives you a bunch of free movies and TV shows that just require a shitload of ads. Tubi, just spelled differently. I use a website for everything for free. I actually just watched the Venom movie last night. The new Venom movie. And I watched on the piracy website, and it was full HD already. The movie just came out, like already full HD on the website. It was great. I think I also watched Alien Romulus like a month ago. It was already in full HD as well. Things get to a digital release very quickly, and the moment they hit digital release, the piracy website is right on there on making sure to upload a HD version. Good time to watch movies. There was this movie, oh, I can't remember the name. It's a new It's a new holiday movie. Something Santa. Uh, Evil Santa or something. Bad Santa, mean Santa, something Santa. Um, Anyways, it stars Jack Black, so I guess you could technically look up Jack Black and see what he's been in recently. Um, but the premise of the movie is actually very different for a Christmas movie. Um, what happens is this kid who's dyslexic or some sort of ill. I can't remember what kind. He writes a letter to Santa, but he accidentally puts an N on the end. It wasn't really a good premise, but it is what it is. So he writes a letter to Satan, and Satan doesn't get a lot of letters, so Satan decides to answer this letter personally. And he does the whole genie thing and gives the kid 3 wishes. But then after the 3 wishes, the kid's soul goes to Satan. It's really funny. Dear Santa, yeah, it's a good movie. It's not like a super serious movie. It is one of those like funny movies that knows they're a funny movie. Like they're not like oh yeah, if Santa was real in this universe, this is exactly how the rules would work. It's a funny movie. It knows it's a funny movie. I will not give away the ending, but it was a pretty good movie. I'm not generally into a lot of Christmas movies, but I thought it was pretty good. Let's see. I remember the other day, or no, not this year, but last year, people told me like you gotta watch the holiday vacation or I can't remember what the movie's called. It's supposed to be a staple. Like it's that family that goes on vacations all the time. But the Christmas one. National Lampoon's like something like Christmas Vacation. Yeah, Lampoon. Yeah. People are telling me I needed to watch that movie. I told them I had never seen it before. It turns out I was wrong. I had seen it before. I just never saw the whole movie. It was on cable all the time as a kid. So I always saw the beginning and I always saw the end, but I never really saw the whole movie from beginning to finish. I thought it was pretty funny. Half the movies or half of the things don't really exist anymore because, technology and whatnot. But the ending was so unrealistic. Spoilers for a 40-year-old movie, but the idea that he could kidnap the CEO of the company and get away with it, and not only get away, like essentially kidnap the CEO, not get charged for kidnapping, and then everybody gets their holiday raises, was like insane. Like so insane that not a single part of that would happen. People would not have the balls to kidnap their boss. The boss would never ever give people their Christmas bonuses back. There's a reason why people don't really get Christmas bonuses anymore, because they just take them all. And then of course he would go to jail for that. I mean, I don't even know if he needs to press charges to go to jail. I think the city would just charge him with kidnapping, whether the boss wants to or not. I could be wrong about that. Elf is one of those movies that I just mentioned that it's funny and it knows it's funny. It's not like a serious movie. Like you can tell when some movies are trying to take things serious. Like for instance, the Jingle All the Way with Tim Allen. That one takes itself seriously. Like it's like, the Santa transference is real, or like they try to make it sound very professional. The rules for how Christmas has to be dealt with sounded relatively professional. Like that movie kind of takes itself seriously. Elf doesn't take itself seriously. Like I remember like the the 3 C's of Christmas was like candy, candy canes, and like something like syrup or whatever. Like it clearly, you know, it's not taking itself seriously. Jingle All the Way's the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, then I don't remember the name of the Tim Allen one. It must have been something Santa. I think the Arnold Schwarzenegger one's pretty okay. The one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the idea of the toy being sold out is actually kind of funny. It just, for modern day reasons, it's kind of funny because kids these days will not know about toys being sold out because of online sales. But waiting in line for Black Friday used to be a thing, and now it's not really a thing anymore. Santa Claus, right? And to be fair, you know I'm right about the whole like them taking like that movie seriously, because they made a TV show about it. Like they made a TV show with like continuing the rules from the movie from 40 years ago. What in the world? This is like the 5th Pikachu I've seen like in the last, or sorry, 4th Pikachu in like the last 6 battles. I can't knock out Pikachu in one hit. Oh, Dust Yankee, I have the same memory. The difference is I was getting a Game Boy SP. And here's the thing. The Game Boy SP, there were none left when we made it in the store. Even though we waited for like over an hour in line, there were none left. Then, while we were going to check out for a different item that we picked up at Walmart, we found the PSP, or not the PSP, the Game Boy SP in another like allotment. So like you know, like let's, you know how people like will pick things up and then put them somewhere else because they're like, oh no, we can't afford it anymore, you know, or whatever. Anyways, I think it was in the DVD box. Somebody put the Game Boy SP in the DVD box, and we couldn't believe our eyes. We snatched that Game Boy SP up instantly. It was like a literal Christmas miracle. People nowadays will never know. Nowadays, if there is an item that there's not a lot of, it's not because your fellow man took it, it's because the scalper took it. Like, that's what they have now. They don't have greedy other people, they have scalpers. You know, like, for instance, I heard the way Nintendo is going to be, Nintendo's going to fix the scalper problem for this Switch 2, is they're going to make so many Switch 2s that it will not be profitable for the scalpers to buy it. I thought that was hilarious. They basically just know that the Switch 2 is going to be successful because it's basically just the Switch with improvements. That they're like, okay, well, you know, if we know they're going to sell, we might as well just make a ton of them. It's not a risk. Like, for instance, you know, like when the Wii U comes out, the Wii U flopped. So the idea of making so many Wii U's that it couldn't possibly sell out would be really bad for them because the Wii U is a risk. Whereas the Switch 2 is not really a risk. People love the Switch. They're gonna buy the Switch. People love the Switch so much, they not only bought the Switch, they bought the OLED Switch because it was, you know, had the darker blacks and had cooler picture. So not only do people love the Switch, they'll buy a different version of the Switch. But I never understood why websites just don't limit you to being able to buy one. The people are probably like, but what if I have two? What if I have like let's say I'm a divorced parent of 2, and I need to be able to buy a second Switch, one for each kid. Have 2 emails, have 2 accounts, buy one on one account, buy one on another account. Why would anybody have any reason to buy more than one? And if you do have that reason, have more than one account. I mean, I don't know anybody that only has one email. I have 2 emails. I have one personal email, and I have this email, the one for Twitch, Twitch, YouTube. That's a separate email. I've got 2 emails. Although I have more emails for different reasons, but we'll say for simplicity's sake that I have two. A lot of people have two. It is not difficult to make one. So the idea of allowing somebody to buy more than one is ridiculous on any website. Oh, nice. Interesting. The blue SP. I also had, well, no, I shouldn't say also. I had a black SP. My brother had a blue SP. And I know I've mentioned this story many times. My my Game Boy was unable to trade with anybody, and it was my black SP that was the problem. So as the not so nice older brother, when I found out that my Game Boy was incapable of trading with other people, I then took my brother's Game Boy, and then he got my Game Boy. Essentially, we handied up. Instead of a handy down, we had a handy up with the Game Boy. So I did have a blue SP. not originally had a blue SP. I also had a Sapphire, but I didn't play it very much. Like everyone says, there's too much water, and as I've mentioned many times as a kid, I did not use repels ever. Repels was a waste of money. I'd buy 99 Ultra Balls before I'd buy any repels. And the crazy thing is, I never even filled up my Pokedex. I just bought them to buy them. But I had I played a lot of yellow on that one. I also played Pokemon TCG as well. I don't remember where I got that though. I could remember where I got the rest of them. You won't believe this, but I got my Pokemon Sapphire by, like, kids are stupid. Kids are very stupid. Me included. Like, but kids are so stupid. I traded my lunch for my Pokemon Sapphire. Someone gave me Pokemon Sapphire for my lunch. Kids are very stupid. I saw a story on was it Chrome the other day that some mother was complaining that a kid traded his Switch for like a fidget spinner or something. Or something stupid like that. You shouldn't give your kids expensive items to take to school. At school is like the only place they're unsupervised. And school's not gonna have your back. You go to the school and be like, my kid made this stupid decision. They traded a Switch for a fidget spinner. You go to the school and the school's gonna be like, what do you want us to do? You take that up with the kid that got the Switch. Parents. Oh my god. I don't know what it is about this run, but this run has got some really, really high Pikachu encounter rates. I'm sorry, but I would say instead of being a 5% encounter rate, I think Pikachu's a 10% encounter rate in this run. It's not like I'm manipulating, the run in any way. These are, next encounter, not like the same encounter. Like when you replay a battle with a trainer, you could in fact play the run exactly the same, like pixel. Like if your clicking speed is the same, you go through the entire, continue screen the same. You save right in front of the gym leader, so you're just holding A the entire time. You can do everything pixel perfect and get the exact same bad luck. Whereas this is not like that, because this is the next battle. The next battle is not the last battle. All right, I just need to get to 419. Can I do that with the amount of HP that I have? Or 409? No, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Let's do this. I just need to get 409. Okay, I'm gonna make it to 409. Oh, Boss KO, you know the most expensive Charizard to ever be printed? You know, the original Charizard? The one that makes you discard 2 energies for like 120 damage. Back when no Pokemon had over 120 HP. Someone traded me that for a Machamp and a Chansey back in the day. I owned one of those. My parents threw it in the garbage, but that's a different story. But I owned that card. Don't get me wrong, it was not in perfect shape. It definitely wouldn't have been worth a ton of money, but it was still a first edition. This was like 2003, 2004. So like the car was only a few years old back then. Uh-oh, first turn bye. That is not good. No crits. Okay, good. Now I got a crit. That's good. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, we're going to do it. Yeah, there we go. We even had enough HP to survive another bide. He did not hit us with any tackles. That was great. It was a lot of screeches, but no tackles. I don't know where we are compared to the last run, but I feel like we're doing pretty good. All right. Get those 12 Pokeballs this time, since we ran out last time. Basically, we can't damage any Pokemon because we're too high of a level. So we need to catch them at full HP. Well, Boss KO, the Pokemon 2000 movie is pretty awesome. I have that movie. I have it on VHS somewhere. I also have the Digimon movie on VHS somewhere. I watched the shit out of Pokemon 2000. There's a reason why Lugia and Ho are one of my two like my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Loved the games, loved the movies, loved the concept. They never felt bad when I played them. Okay, so this time we're still battling all the trainers. We're about 40 seconds behind last run? That's how many Pikachus were in this run. That's how many Pikachus were in the wild. We got so many less Metapods. So many less Metapods that we lost time. Despite having 2 less resets and 2 less Brocks. I mean, DOS Yankee is really hard to point out. I got different Pokemon for different situations. But I mean, Kadabra, Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Togetic. There are definitely some I'm missing. Oh, right. We got to get the HP up rocket. Right. There's a lot of Geodudes. How in the world am I losing last run? I even went straight into the training. Like, I didn't even hesitate. That's encounter luck for you. You know, you don't get the encounters. You don't get the metapods, and it doesn't matter how much time you gain. Okay, Paris, you don't want to be caught. I'll find another one. You saw that, Paris. It wasn't cooperating. I wasn't even getting like one twist either on those Paris. Oh, right. The other one. I have noticed that sometimes you notice you get one spin, you get 2 spins, and when that happens, it's like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be caught within like 3 balls. But when you get 0 spins, 0 spins, and 0 spins, like you know that you are about to have like 10 balls of like not catching it. I don't know what it is. That's just like a kind of like a theory. Not a good theory, but it is happened a lot. All right, no wild Pokemon left. There's another Paris. Okay, you get in the ball. See, we got like 3 spin, or we got like, well, we got 1 or 2 spins real early there, and I knew I was instantly gonna get that Paris. I need all 10 Hex. Now that I have Growl on my moveset, anything can happen. So I got 2, 2, and 3 PP. Or more likely 2, 3, 2, because Voltorb here could be a 3. Oh, good crit. Crit probably mattered considering that crit did not knock it out in 1 hit. 1 peck to spare. Yeah, I think the crit mattered. All right, once again, we'll get Goldeen Trainer. I guess to 23. Well, we did have one PP to spare, and our crit rate is 14, so it's more than likely we'll get a handful of crits in clutch situations. I'm still very disappointed that despite 2 resets, the first run was still faster. Oh, I know why the first run was faster. It was the blackouts from the Geodudes. The attempts with Brock, even though they cost me a lot of time, they were still faster than wild Pokemon training. That's why. So yeah, I feel good about that, knowing we didn't have to black out. Andrew, before we do the Crystal Nuzlocke, I still have to do I still got 4 more left. I'm down to 4 left of all of the Gen 1 types in red and blue, and then I have to do all of them again in yellow. And then I'll work on Crystal. But yeah, it's gonna be a little while. But I did see the J Rose thing. I was thinking in my head, no duh. Poison would be really good for Gen 2 Nuzlocke. You're able to get Nidorans kind of early. There are a lot of decent poison types. Poison types in general aren't good in Gen 2, but not bad either. They're just so-so. But if you have a whole team of poison types, then it'll be real easy. Because a lot of them get a lot of good one-off moves. Like the Nido Kings, they get real good coverage. A lot of coverage that some of the other poison types would not get. But in general, poison types are pretty strong. Well, I didn't actually watch the video, but I'll take your word for it. You also got to remember that he's not super familiar with Crystal like me and Speed are. He was really happy about his Mewtwo time, and he thought that nothing could beat his Mewtwo time. Meanwhile, I've already beat his Mewtwo time with like 7 Pokemon, and like one of them was Kingler. So J-Rose has a lot to learn about Gen 2. And you also got to remember that every single Pokemon on my runs of Gen 2 had the little sparkle on every single trainer encounter. So my runs were technically slower in general. Like, they add more game time because of the sparkles. So J-Rose will get there. He's just not there yet. Right. A lot of subtypes. Like when you do a flying run, there are a lot of Pokemon with different types. Where the first type is one type and then flying is the second type. Yeah, Andrew. The handicap is called time and experience. And I don't remember. I remember watching for my Mewtwo run. I looked at J-Rose's video, and he also did not get a very good time for Mewtwo in Gen 1. But I did see that he did a follow-up video, or sorry, he did a follow-up stream where he beat Mewtwo's time. I didn't watch the whole stream though because I found the stream like right as I was getting close to stream time, so I couldn't watch it. But I imagine he probably crushed his Mewtwo time. So, yeah, there's not much you can do to combat experience. The only thing I can say is do Pokemon early that you want to redo later. Don't start with like a Pokemon you don't want to do. Like for instance, don't start with a Pidgeot, because that Pidgeot time is gonna be there forever. You are never gonna want to replay Pidgeot, so don't start with Pidgeot. Do it later, because if you start with Pidgeot, you're never gonna redo it. It's never gonna get a better time, and you're just stuck with that time. Like, I started with all the legendaries when I started playing Gen 2. So, obviously, people are going to want to see me improve my legendary time. I'm going to want to improve my legendary time. Although, I do remember I did replay Heracross just because I embarrassed the crap out of Heracross. I've only done like 3 replays in Gen 2. Because there's so many more Gen 2 Pokemon than there are Gen 1 Pokemon. I wonder if I should even consider potioning up for Surge. I remember it being 3 one-shots. I also did Mew offline, so I guess people didn't really get to see that one either. To be fair, I did Mew not because I wanted to do Mew, but because I was testing the overlay for new features. And next time there will be new features, I will once again do a rerun of something offline. So it's not like I just decided, oh, I'm gonna do this and nobody else gets to watch. It's just like, oh, I need to complete a run to see if the overlay will break or not. And it's like, well, I'm not gonna do a run that that I that I haven't done already. I'm gonna do a run that I have done already. Yeah, Mew is also one of those really good testing dummies because it's like 100 in all stats and it can learn all the punch moves. So it's like you can kind of turn your brain off when you're doing the Mew run. It's just like, okay, well, you know, all right, I'm gonna use Fire Punch. All right, I'm gonna use Thunder Punch. Like all the move choices are just obvious. This is funny. This is basically exactly where I was last time. I remember after this battle, I learned Drill Peck. Actually, in the middle of this battle, I learned Drill Peck. We're basically in the exact same spot as we were last run. We just didn't cheat having to blackout train on Brock, so it feels better this time. All right. See, I still got 3 potions. That's good. Oh, just Gen 1 missed Drill Peck. That was interesting. Lately, I've kind of gotten into the habit of not using my repel until after I beat that guy. And the reason why I don't use the repel until after I beat that guy is because if you save in front of that guy after using your repel and then you lose and you have to reset, your repel goes away when you reset the game. So obviously you don't want to lose that repel. So I just start using the repel after I beat that guy. If I get hit by an encounter along the way, so be it. Ah, that's right. You got fully paralyzed, so you couldn't self-destruct. Oh god, that rock throw. Jesus. Holy, that did so much damage. I would not have been able to survive a self-destruct. Attacking was definitely the right decision there. Way easier than relying on those growls. By the way, we also saved time there because we didn't get a reset this time either. All right, so I think my overworld routing is going to be much improved this time. Mostly my training locations. Since I know exactly where I'm doing most of the battles this time for training, I can space them out to the places where I can battle the lowest level trainers first. Although I think I'm still gonna do Fighting Dojo now because well, after Erica, because I think Drill Peck is probably strong enough to defeat the fighting Pokemon no matter what level I am. At least that's the hope. I've also stopped going around here because I think it's probably slower. All right. Sell. Full restore. Max potion. 24. Potions. Nuggets. 51,000. We need like 11 repels this time instead of 8. Need 2 Pokédoll. Oops. 2 Pokédolls. Yeah, I'm still only gonna be able to buy the 3 calciums. Even if I were to trade all. Oops. I guess I can afford something. Wow, I was wrong. Apparently, I mathed wrong. Instead of buying 4 calciums, I bought 3 just because I'm starting to get in the habit of really disliking when I can't pick up or use a vitamin later in the run. It's like I'm still going to use that vitamin, so letting it go to waste just because I bought one early in the run seems like a bad idea. Because I'm still using the same amount of calciums. If I use them earlier, there needs to be a reason. Usually that reason is Erica or Sabrina. Because you can't usually get the well, I guess you can. So that last calcium is in Pokemon Mansion. So in theory, if you can't do Mansion first before Sabrina, then it's worth it. But I mean, you just do Sabrina. Okay, I just realized I forgot to battle the trainer to the right of Erica, but it is what it is. Missed out on a little bit of XP there. All right, so these guys are upper 30s or lower 30s. I mean, okay, if I'm still knocking out Primeape, that's good. I have played Pokemon in the past where you can do this too early if you have like Peck. I think Drill Peck basically just means that I'm gonna knock them out regardless of how low level I am. This training is good. Well, it's not good, but you know it's good for a first stage Pokemon. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, boss. The routes don't have to be comparable. We can kind of compare resets. I mean, we have a pretty good idea how comparable it will be based on resets. I did all that without healing too, which is good. How dare you hit me with quick attack? Not cool. Rage is only good on a metronome only run. And Ditto. Crap, just used the wrong repel. That's unfortunate. Oh, actually, if I'm gonna do a second vitamin run, I might as well grab that nugget. How would Rage even work with metronome? Simple. You use it, you're locked into it, and you use nothing but it. It's really a perfect system. I'm sure you're probably thinking, but why in the world would you ever want to be locked into rage? It's such a terrible move. That is where you're wrong. In a metronome only run, there's so many more odds of getting moves that are worse than rage, that it is so much better just to have rage and be locked into consistent damage. I remember that run I remember that run. I remember I had to give myself a Clefable at the very beginning of the run because there's only 5 moonstones in the entire game. And since there's only 5 moonstones in the entire game, you can't get a 6th Clefable legitimately unless you start with one. Okay, I will just have to use a super repel. Alright. Crap. This guy's not even good training either. Level 29. Level 29. There's some pretty decent guys here with fighting Pokemon. If I knew who they were, I'd probably battle them, but unfortunately I don't have all of them memorized. I am fairly confident though the right side is full of the fighting Pokemon trainers. But in this case, type matchup is not all that important. It's mostly just how much XP can I get and how quickly. I'm not so sure if it's worth it or not. Alright, we don't need a Carbos. We outsped everything the entire run. I don't think there was a single Pokemon that outsped us the whole game. Alright, my bag is not full this time. Alright, last time I did Koga. This time we are not doing Koga. Alright, I have protein on me. Alright, I need to lower my bag size. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it looks like that nugget is taking place in my inventory. That's not good. Nice crit. I think that crit mattered. Alright, 7th floor. Which floors did I say were bad? Was it the 4th floor, I think? I think 2, 3, 5, and 7 were pretty good. I don't remember this guy. Oh, right. Okay, to the 2nd floor. Actually, no, to the 9th floor. We need access to the heal bed. All right, this time we will use Body Slam for basically everything. We take more damage than we can deal Body Slam, so it's just better to use the best move possible. All right. immediate self-destruct. All right, the next one does not have self-destruct, even though I said he did. Luckily, he doesn't. He's got 2 Pokemon that do self-destruct. It just doesn't have self-destruct currently. All right, so we're at 40. Last time we got to rival 5 at 48. I don't know how much that particularly matters, but we'll battle everybody we can, and then we'll battle rival 5, and then we'll do Koga. If we do Koga after instead of Koga before, it will make a pretty big difference because of how much damage we do to Weezing. Also, I don't remember how much damage we did to Coughing, but it would be pretty nice if we were able to one-shot a Coughing. Ouch. That's all right. When we hit the elevator next, we'll go to the 9th floor. Okay, that guy was pretty bad. I don't remember if this guy's any bad. I think his last Pokemon's a Magneton. Yep. All right, so that's 2. We already have done 3rd floor. That means we still have the 5th floor and the 7th floor. Yeah, this guy's good. All right, 7th floor after this guy. 1 Hypno, sure. All right, there's 1 guy to avoid on the 7th floor. That guy. Maybe I should have considered battling self-destructing Electrode Trainer first. Just to see how much damage I'll take from self-destruct, but I might outspeed. Oh, I do outspeed. Nice. And a crit. Nice. Okay. Since that's the 7th floor and that's the final floor we were going to do, I'm going to head to the 9th floor and we will take on the rival. What level do we get agility? 44. Okay, well, we're going to get agility in the middle of the rival battle. I guess that's good. That means we can set up on Growlithe. Oh, Growlithe's 2nd. Okay. Oh, I've been sand attack. That's unfortunate. Oops, wrong move. Agility. 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 Perfect. Okay. As long as we don't miss from here on out, we'll be fine. Okay, well, that's unfortunate because I can't agility now that I've been fully set up. Wow. Gotta say, did not see that coming. That was poised to be our first reset. I wonder how many people have ever defeated Sabrina before Koga. Do you think anybody's ever completed Sabrina before Koga? That seems like a really unlikely thing to happen. Now I kind of want to know. Now I kind of want to do it. I want to just be like, I defeated Sabrina before Koga. It's definitely something nobody's really considered doing before. How dare you live? I mean, I wonder what Pokemon would even consider the idea. Because Koga is still not easy. Sabrina is easy if you outspeed. Oh, we don't outspeed. We need 115 speed. We actually need the badge boost. Or I can use 1 agility on Mr. Mime. We need only 90 speed for the first Kadabra. Perfect. We did it. We beat Sabrina before Koga. That's such an impressive feat. Unfortunately, you can't defeat Blaine before Koga because you actually need Surf in order to do that. And it's not like Sabrina's badge actually gives you anything, so it's not like it's helpful to defeat Sabrina before Koga. Really, Poison? Oh, yeah. Defeating Blaine before Sabrina happens a lot. I mean, Sabrina is like the big bad in most runs. I think that crit probably mattered. But then again, I am 8 levels higher than last time. Or maybe possibly more than 8 levels higher than last time. I got a crit on both of the sand slashes. Ah, so close. Hey, 2-shot on Muck. That's good. Perfect. Damageless. We had to have saved time right there. Boss KO. This is probably where the runs converge time-wise, at least. All right. Calcium. Oh, we can't take the calcium. Interesting. Just like last run, we've done too much training. Oh, we need to make a vitamin run. Like when we're done here, we need to make a vitamin run. We don't even really get to choose what our vitamins are either. Basically, we just take whatever vitamins we can get, literally. All right. Be out. Still not the worst. I think the amount of vitamins we're gonna get will use up our money. So I mean that's good, I guess. Right. 21 nugget, 46. That's it. All right. We can get 3 HP ups, 1 protein, 2 iron, and can't even afford a carbo, so that's fine. I was considering going to get the TMs, but I'm like, why? Why would I do it for carbos we don't need? Okay, that worked out. That worked out a lot. Now our vitamins are done. Our money is done. Don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Our stats are as high as humanly possible. I haven't gotten Mimic yet. Aw, how dare you live? How dare you cheat twice? Okay, well thankfully he used Roar. Otherwise I've been kind of mad that he used 2 super potions. All right, Mimic. I am 8 minutes ahead. That is very good to hear. So, Andrew Palmer, Speed looked it up in the code that, so in general, you know how, like, for, instance, if you look at the battle with, like, if you look at the battle with Surge, you know how he has an equal chance of using an X speed, and if you look at the battle with Koga, he's got an equal chance of using X attack. It's the same thing with Surge, but it's super potion. It just looks weird because it's super potion. If those were guard specs, you would think nothing differently about it, because that's just what Blaine does. That's what Giovanni does. Giovanni uses guard spec. The difference is the guard spec just happens to be super potion this time, and that's the way it works. He's got an equal chance of using super potion that he does with any of the moves, and that's why it looks so weird. Did you really have to get 5 turn there? So yeah, like for instance, a lot of the other trainers, they work as normal, you know, they only like super potion or whatever as needed, but Blaine uses those super potions like their X speeds and X attacks and guard specs, and that's why it seems so weird, because a lot of the other trainers use potions correctly. But the more you know, you know? Really? Critical hit Thrash, huh? Alright, well, you know what? We don't need this second max potion anyways. Actually, maybe we did need it, but you know what? We're probably not going to do a lot of Victory Road training. Any changes from run 1? No, we have just kind of reduced all of our resets, and apparently, according to Boss KO, we were 8 minutes ahead. We've just basically cut out all of the resets. We've also cut out some of the random training. Like, for instance, we cut out the training on the 4 and 6, 4, 6, 8 floor of the Sylph. Because the trainers on 4, 6, and 8 weren't very good. Oh, and obviously 11. But we never did 11 in the first place. That guy sucks. Okay. This is going to be one of those weird battles where the mid battle level up is very awkward. So I'm actually going to rare candy early. I know it's kind of a waste, but it is what it is. All right, Pidgeot. We want to set up on the right horn. Right. Agility. Thank you for giving us that tail whip. I appreciate it. I am gonna get the power plant PP up. So last time I was exactly half of Gengar's level. This time I'm not going to be half of Gengar's level because I'm going to be too low level. I mean, half of Gengar was like 74. This time we're going to be like 71, 70-ish when we get to Agatha. So we are actually going to have one more turn in the Agatha battle that we did not have last time. Still surprising that first Gengar was able to knock out in 2 hits. Did not see that coming. So the confusing thing about this place is you don't want to go all the way to the bottom. You actually want to go to the middle. The middle will take you to the right area over here. All right, so that's the rare candy. This next one over here is the HP up. We don't want the HP up. There's the PP up. I'm gonna use PP up on Mimic. There we go. Now we have enough Mimics for Nightshade. Oh, actually, just because I'm doing less training in Victory Road doesn't mean I'm doing no training in Victory Road. Still would like that HP. All right, we got 10 rare candies. We're about to get 11th. I would like to be, instead of 71 this last time, I got to 71. The rare candy, I was holding on to one rare candy as a emergency, like just in case, you know, it messed up my badge boost. No, my badge boost was never messed up at any point. So we will use all of our candies before Lorelei. Last time we got to 71. Let's see, this time we're going to be at 11. If we were to use 11 right now, that would bring us to 66. I would love to get myself to 68 at the very least for Lorelei. So that means we need 2 levels in here. 2 levels should be no problem. Really, a crit? You are aware I have no potions, right? Come on, trainer. Don't do this to me. Okay, well, luckily Fighting Pokemon Guy should be a series of one-shots, and Psychic Pokemon Guy should also be a series of one-shots. I shouldn't have to take any damage on anybody else. The thing is, those 2 trainers there are pretty good XP. Or at least the starter guy. The starter guy is really, really good for XP. I'm actually going to disagree, Speed, on the 6th floor. The 6th floor is 1 trainer with a Machoke and 1 trainer with a Golbat. But those trainers only have 2 Pokemon, so it's not really that good. Because there's still a difference. There's like a balance between how many. Oh god, I got a Gen 1 miss. I got a Gen 1 miss. Are you serious? My first reset of the run was caused by a Gen 1 miss. Oh my god, and he refuses to kill Paris. Because he doesn't have a move that's good against Paris. Oh my god, he's wasting so much time. There we go. Freaking AI. Just knock him out. Knock him out. Look at how bad his AI was too. Like the fact that he just knocked me out was crazy. Oh, Gen 1 missed. I have to go all the way back to the beginning. Oh, I don't have enough super repels now either. Crazy. That reset cost me so much time. I was already like a third of the way through the cave too. Oops. Well, I only need 3. I mean, that guy was just going to be a series of one-shots, I'm pretty sure. I guess we'll find out on this attempt when I go against him again for revenge. Alright, let's find out if the Gen 1 miss mattered. Gen 1 miss absolutely 100% mattered. It would have just been straight up one shot after one shot after one shot. That is really unfortunate. I also need one more battle. And then we're done. Alright, we're done. Alright. I might as well candy now. I forget what the maximum level here is in the Victory Road. But we're gonna get ourselves to 68. Alright. Wonder how much time that cost me, like 2.5 minutes? I mean, going through the cave again is really slow. Okay, I don't have, oh, I have rest. I was like, I don't have Mimic on me. Where's Mimic? No, it's rest. That's good, boss. We also cut out 3 levels. Oh, crap. Actually, this could be a blessing in disguise, actually, now that I think about it. This means I will level up earlier on Lance? Maybe? I mean, normally you want to battle Mr. Mime Guy. But I am such a high level that maybe we needed more XP. This means that we might level up at the very beginning of the champion battle. So you're wrong. I didn't do it on purpose. But it could work. All right. Elixir at the top. Full restore on the bottom. All right. So we're just straight up body slamming until we get to slow bro. All right, no attack drop. That was the important part. Isha? Okay, we've been hit by 1 growl. Oh, 2 growls. That's really unfortunate. All right, well, we can't afford to get hit by a 3rd growl now. You just got to go for it. I think we can survive 1 blizzard. right. Okay, Elixir on Pidgey. No reason. Not even gonna bother saving. He is Bruno after all. All right, so we just got to get past Onyx here real quick. Then on Hitmonchan, we go ahead and get Ice Punch. We're gonna. Oh god, I forgot he could actually freeze me. That could have been a problem. I did not think of that. Onyx, Ice Punch. Okay. Elixir. Okay, Mimic Nightshade. All right, Confuse Ray. He unfortunately never hit us with a Confuse Ray last run. Okay, well, we're going to hit ourselves 3 times. We do have Rest, though. I'm actually going to go ahead and use Rest here on Golbat. Oh, thank you for swapping out twice. That was extraordinarily helpful. Rest truly making a difference in this run. Cool. Still first try, Agatha. Nice. All right, looks like our XP is going to be too high for... We will absolutely mid-battle level up. So, agility setup probably not going to be the smartest. Nice crit. Nice crit. Nice. That just worked out. Boy, leveling up past your problems really helps. All right, and we're 13,000 XP away from level up. So let's see. In the top right, what does it say? 15,000? Okay, we might actually not mid-battle level up then. All right. Agility. We're just gonna go ahead and... I was originally thinking about using Rest, but now we've been hit by a lot of tail whips. We better just one-shot everything at this point. Perfect. So many tail whips. 115, 13. Rhydon, the real MVP. Making sure that I got some double badge boost going up. Zero resets. Gotta say, I'm pretty proud of that. We cut out 3 levels and 0 resets. 501. All right. So let's see. 115. Where does this put us? 115. That is right behind Hitmonchan. Boy, you know it's embarrassing when you right down there with Hitmonchan. But you know what? We had to do a lot of training. And that training mattered. Plus, Hitmonchan had 14 resets and also beat this time. So, that makes sense. It kind of deserves to be down there. I am currently working on expanding the leaderboard. I am adding a 7th column. And the 7th column allows us to go up to like 115 or whatever Pokemon on the board. And I'm probably going to add 1 more row. So the leaderboard is currently under reconstruction. So it might be a little while before I update it with the new Pokemon. Plus, I changed some of the box sizes. The reason why is because currently these box sizes were created just based on like the way I just looked at the boxes and I'm like, oh, that looks like a good size. And then whenever I had to move a Pokemon over, it's like, oh, I had to move a Pokemon over 263. And then whenever so like let's say if I were to add something to like, I don't know, right there with Clefable, then I have to move I have to click on every single one of those Pokemon like Gengar, or well, first of all, I have to click on all the Pokemon past Clefable and then move them over 263 pixels. Then I had to move each Pokemon, Gengar, Mew, Omastar, whatever, and I had to move them left like 1,132 pixels or something like that, and then down 160. And I'm just like, why did I do that? Like, why would I make it so weird, like 263 and like 1,132? So I'm working on making the leaderboard more obvious. Like, I don't know what the number is yet, but I think it's gonna be like I'm gonna move all of them 260 pixels on the nose. So it's getting fixed at the moment. So it might be a few more runs before I update the leaderboard. But somewhere in that like 61 to 90 range, I think we're adding the 3 starters and Doduo. So I haven't forgot about them. But anyways, tomorrow I believe we've got Toxicroak. That'll be fun. Anytime you can get a poison type that actually can learn Sludge Bomb, I'm pretty happy. Although I can't remember if it actually learned Sludge Bomb, but let's be honest, it learned Sludge Bomb. I mean, it probably learned Sludge Bomb via level up too. So that'll be fun. Have a nice night, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.